The game that I've been waiting literally years for is finally here. And well, now comes the actual test to see if my hardware can actually handle it. Forza has come a long way since its inception in the early 2000s with the Forza Motorsport series. And with it now being my favorite franchise, and it's the only franchise I will willingly go and pre-order for, it only made sense to make a video on the newest Forza title on the block. So with that, let's quote, attempt, to play Forza Horizon 5, in which, although my hardware literally crapped itself on the spot, but even then, this game is still an absolute masterpiece. Before we begin, I want to preface just how much prep went into getting the game to look like it will in this video. I actually ran the in-game benchmark tool and restarted the game, doing so around 14 times before starting this recording. It's honestly kind of pretty lucky that this video even exists, so please be warned, there is going to be some stuttering and lag throughout this video, so just bear that in mind. We begin with an introduction cutscene, with some cars doing their thing, because this is Horizon, and it's gotta be over the top at every single possible second. The game then tells me that my video memory is low AF immediately upon landing on the ground in a Ford Bronco. Yeah, like I didn't know that already, game. You know, awesome. Back to the game, we've just landed on top of an active volcano, and we're now racing down said volcano to get to the Horizon Festival. Also, copyright music is fine, cause I don't make money on this platform, and neither do you. We then get launched out of plane, Deluxe Edition, and drive a C8 Corvette. I then adjust some more settings here, so hopefully it looks a little bit better than before. And let me know what you think in the comments. Anyways, we then drive into this dust storm and experience a day in the life of the Martian. It's pretty dope. We then get launched out of plane, Deluxe Edition, again, and drive this Porsche through the jungle. It's here that I really came to notice the quality of my PC, and just realize how an actual potato my PC actually is. GLaDOS is basically a super weapon at this point. It's already looking, well, I'm gonna be honest, this probably feels more and worse and whatnot than the original Xbox One. In fact, it probably runs better on the original Xbox One. Which it does. We then end the intro by dropping out of plane Ultimate Wet Your Pants Edition and race the AMG 1. Try not to mind the minor stutters. I literally could do absolutely nothing about it. And after reaching the festival with the plane directly on top of us, because of course, we get to some character customization. And for whatever reason, apparently you can put prosthetic arms on your character, as well as legs. Forza, for whatever reason, just now invented the next generation of customization, without body parts. We then get to pick our starter car, and clearly, there is only one option. The Weedmobile. I then tried to make my license plate D's nuts, but the game informs me that it's apparently inappropriate, so I just choose to leave my plate blank for the sake of the video. Looking at the map, I knew some of the major locations already, like the volcano, the arena, Guanajuato, and the several airfields, which we'll get to a little later. With that being said, let's head to the showcase event that they, for whatever reason, decided to sign me up to, without even bothering to give my consent. It's a pretty interesting Horizon. It's an interesting showcase event, I will say, and the racing in Guanajuato was pretty dope. Apart from my FPS deciding to literally crap itself and deciding to tank. We then head back to the festival to be informed that we have to make an important decision, in the form of a story choice. Either A, we're going to find some German bugs in the middle of the wilderness, or we're going to relive the Martian. And so, I choose to go to Mars. It's a cool little parking area here for car meets, and that's pretty dope. It's awesome for online play. We then take this Jeep that I definitely won't plug for its awesomeness and take a picture next to some statue, because for whatever reason, somebody at Horizon has a statue fetish. The game is then like, here's a bunch of crap, and introduces accolades, which are basically like fans from Horizon 3. You gotta build a bunch of them, and you unlock stuff. Pretty standard. Let's head over and do this Trailblazer event first. And if you don't know what a Trailblazer is, it's basically get from point A to point B within a time limit. I surprisingly ended up getting 3 stars on this Trailblazer, so that was pretty dope. With that, let's go explore some parts of the map that we haven't gotten to yet. Let's start by heading up to the top of the volcano.
Base Arena broadcast 24/7, always has, so we'll be right there with you. You'll be on Scotty's schedule for once. It hasn't affected me at all. It hasn't affected me at all.
And up here, you can get a pretty good view of the entire map, and honestly, it's pretty sick to see. However, I unfortunately made the terrible mistake of deciding to go flying off a cliff on my way down, and let's just say I definitely didn't die.
Andy won't let me in the building anymore. I'd say we're at least halfway towards our first festival adventure. Drivers, you know what that means? Keep doing your thing. The fans love it. Scotty will do what he does and spin you yet another track. Here we go.
The main city of Guanajuato is also pretty dope as well, but it's definitely a bit laggy for me, as you can see. And if I actually could drift worth in any form, I probably would have done well in this city as well.
200 yards. Turn left. Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So, you are back on the one and only Base Arena. Now, I got a little break. Let me get this straight.
And with that, let's end off this video with a simple race at the Horizon Mexico circuit. Nothing could possibly go wrong, right? To conclude, let me just put the FPS and lag of the PS2 game aside real quick. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, Forza Horizon 5 is a rock-solid game. To be honest, I could go on and on about what makes this game so good, but I honestly don't think I need to. Horizon games simply just speak for themselves. And personally, I honestly didn't think that this video was even going to be made, simply because of how this game was running at its time. And trust me, on my side, this does not look enjoyable. I don't enjoy the graphics on my PC, and hence, it's why I will most likely play this on Xbox One. I mean, heck, as I'm making the script for this video, it is currently installing on my Xbox One. But I mean, hey, at least I still get to play it, so that's pretty dope. And I'm definitely going to continue playing it, because again, it's an absolute masterpiece. So for now, I'll leave it at that. My name is PandaPowerSauce, remember to stay saucy, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!